Hello everyone, you are all welcome to lecture number 1043, and today's topic is in connection of the scientific secrets in old age to manage different type of chronic diseases, and second number goes to cancer and heart disease. So I have already discussed what are the scientific secrets or approach to manage without multiple medication, and today's one is heart disease, and commonly known as, because of heart disease, more than 80% people due to lifestyle problem they get heart attack and they die. But after going through the statistical data, one positive thing is noticed, but at the same time, some other addition is also there. In males, now there is slight reduction in heart disease or heart attack. Reason is that they are more scientific in approach, but at the same time, there is some slight increase in women heart attack, women heart disease. This is a latest information about this cardiovascular disease, commonly called. So here I am going to discuss what are the scientific secrets to overcome such type of problem, especially at the age of 70 and above. The first very important factor for this, that is called lifestyle. First is you have to manage your style. Second, management of oxidative. Oxidative stress, and these two words for senior citizens are very important. And when I am saying lifestyle, it includes your diet, it includes your good habit, it includes your sleeping pattern. Lot of things are there in lifestyle. What I have noticed, even I am also now senior citizen. So in old age, very old age, it is very difficult to modify or alter our lifestyle. Is very difficult. So in that case, we have to change our attitude towards positive lifestyle. Positive lifestyle means mainly your daily physical activities, mental activities, how to control your stress, strain, and then oxidative stress. So let us come to diet. In old age, especially above the age of 70, 80, I have already told you in the beginning that we human beings, we are neither solid nor liquid, we are fluid. Lot of electrolytes are there, water is there, protein is there, fat is there, and it is a type of mixture, blood mixture, because there is no different ratio. That's why it is colloidal mixture, fat, RBC, WBC, protein, so many things. So lot of reaction is going on. So very scientifically we have to understand all these chemical reactions, and mainly they are known as oxidative stress, means oxidation reduction reaction is going on. And during the process of these reactions, whatever food we are eating, first the enzyme action will be there. Everything is controlled by enzyme and hormones. And in old age, it is very natural that the enzyme level will be decreased. So what is happening? Once we are taking any food, first thing is that the enzymes action will be there, coenzyme and enzymes, and they will start breaking down by their enzymatic action as a catalyst. They are the best biological catalyst to do the hydrolysis and breaking down of lot of complex molecules. That is the real medicinal chemistry behind it. That is enzyme chemistry. For example, if you are eating complex protein that is called meat, animal meat. After eating animal meat in the form of suya, in the form of kebab, is to whatever it is, 3 hours are enough. After 3 hours, you can take the same amount because that is already broken down into that complex molecule into simpler molecule that is called amino acid by the action of enzyme. But the same protein, if you want to hydrolyze in the test tube or in beaker, you have to put concentrated acid, either sulfuric acid or hydrochloric acid. Then you have to heat it at least for 48 hours. So that heating of 48 hours on flame, only then, in presence of strong acid, then it will be converted into amino acid. So you can understand the role of, the very big role of, complex role of enzyme action in our body. So food is the most important factor, and especially when we are taking care of our heart health, I call it. I am giving in a very simple explanation and language. So first thing is that you avoid saturated fatty acid as well as acidic food, that is complex red meat. The reason is that all the fatty materials and all these complex molecules, they are going to inhibit, they are going to alter the gene of our enzyme, natural enzyme, which are responsible for breaking down. And nowadays, you might have heard, if you are going to any cardiologist, they are talking, there are a lot of talk of, what is that? LDL and HDL ratio. LDL means low density lipoprotein. HDL means high density lipoprotein. So doctors will immediately check. We'll ask that, please check your lipid profile. They call it good. They call it bad cholesterol for common man, bad cholesterol, and they call it good cholesterol. So why they call it bad cholesterol? Because in our body, during the process of oxidation, reduction, reaction to breaking down all these complex molecules, some waste products are produced, and that waste product, I call them biological rust. That is called biolo. And this rusting, just like if you take iron or steel, if you put in air for a long time, you will see that on upper surface there is coating of, because of oxidation, the rust. The same type of these cholesterols are oxidized, and I call, once they are oxidized, they will be in the form of rust, biological rust, and there is maximum chance that they will be either forming some coating on your arteries, making it hard, stiff, losing the arteries and blood vessels elasticity. And this LDL, once it is not cleared, it is not oxidized, again there is chance that it is having a tendency of forming the plaque blood clot, that is called thrombose. So that's why you have to check that LDL must be cleared and overall cholesterol level should be oxidized. So in that, for that process, if in case enzyme actions they fail and they are poor, then you will be having lot of biological rust, and that biological rust is in the form of free radicals. They call it what? Free radicals. Lot of free radicals are produced. And once this lot of free radicals are produced, these free radicals are capable of destroying, damaging your genetic material, your normal cells. And you are going to lose your immune system. So, how to scavenge these free radicals? So, for that, a lot of such type of natural products are there, like phenolics, phenolide, which are rich in electron. They can supply the electron to these free radicals so that these free radicals are neutralized, and only then you will be free of oxidative stress. Oxidative stress means your natural enzymes, they are failing. They are not able to break down all these materials which are involved for all these reactions. Then lot of free radicals will be accumulated, and accumulation of free radical means that is called we are under oxidative stress. So how to reduce the oxidative stress? Because oxidative stress means lot of free radicals in billions, they are there and they are capable of destroying our normal cells. And at the same time, the fatty material what we are taking, saturated fat especially, they are capable of destroying our enzymes. They will alter their genetic material, so they will not be effective. They will be weak, so that lot of free radicals are produced. So that is the real chemistry. So for that, nowadays, very common two names are there. They call it omega 3, omega 6 oil to take. So here, so now when all of us meeting our doctors, if your lipid profile is checked, and if there is some disbalance in the ratio of bad and good cholesterol, means bad cholesterol is more, that is LDL, and HDL is less, then they will recommend two things which are very common. One is, that is your omega 3 oil, and second one is statin, either 20 mg or 40 mg. So what is the role of these? I am going to explain, because in old age I am against of multiple diagnosis and multiple medication. No. First thing is that in old age, this screening is very important to understand your cardiovascular system, and even for cancer cells also is necessary. So one thing I always mention, that if there is need, if there is necessity, then you have gently you go for screening. I am saying there is no need to fight, to run here and there. No, just screening, it will give you the status, and accordingly you follow the scientific secrets of lifestyle, of diet. So here once doctor are saying, so first let me make it very clear what is the meaning of omega 3, omega 6. Many people may not be knowing. For example, if there are all these oils, they are long chain of carbon, and with that carbon it is fatty acid, means COH group is attached. So this is called fatty acid of long chain, and anything we call it, this carbon is called omega. Omega is a Greek term. Omega means terminal or end. Omega means in Greek, omega means end or terminal. So this is your omega. This carbon in Greek terminology is called omega. Omega means it is a terminal because this end carbon, your acidic group is attached. So from here you have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's long chain. 7, 8, 9. It can be 12. It can be 30. But here, what recommendation is there that we should go for omega 3. So omega 3 means 1, 2, 3. 3 carbon starts from here. So one double bond is called double bond, and that double bond is called unsaturation. Unsaturated means all. I'm not going to for deep chemistry, just this much is enough there. Once at 3 carbon there is double bond unsaturation, that is called omega 3 fatty acid. And once at carbon 6, if there is double bond at carbon 6, it is called omega 6, and it is called omega 3. So this type of fatty acids are very, very important because these fatty acids, they are capable of acting as antioxidant. They have two very, very important properties. Once they will act as antioxidant, and at the same time they are powerful anti-inflammatory also, because inflammation is also one of the factor for the formation of thrombose, blood clot. So that is the meaning of omega 3, omega 6 fatty acid is recommended, and that is good because it is very, very powerful anti-inflammatory and antioxidant. Once we are taking, that is good, and that is mostly found in deep water fish, old fish. But make sure that once you are going to take any old fish, nowadays there is a lot of pollution of mercury. Sometimes some mercury elements might be there in traces. So to avoid it, make sure that that fish what you are getting is mostly from such type of pond. Sometimes it is fish farming is nowadays very common. So in that case, it will be free of all these pollutants, which can be very much harmful or toxic to all of us. So that is what. And now the second thing what doctors they are doing, they will recommend either mild dose 20 mg or 40 mg statin. Actually, statin, chemically speaking, it is also enzyme. It is coenzyme, and the role of this statin is the same. It is acting as antioxidant, and it is capable of destroying and damaging, scavenging, clearing your bad cholesterol. And secondly, it is also very good anti-inflammatory compound, statin. So once you have done the screening, and there are some, this is because formation of clot and cardiac problem, heart disease, heart attack, of course genetic factor is also involved. So in such type of condition, these two are very, very important. And you take such type of food, you add in your diet 80% fruit and vegetable. Shift. You are that's why I said in old age is very difficult. The shifting, changing the diet. But you have to. That is called scientific approach or scientific secrets for longevity or maintaining good cardiovascular health. So one is this, and you go such type of fruit and vegetable means first thing is that your enzymes will not be under stress. They will be there already to counter all those free radicals and clearing LDL, HDL and managing. And your phenolics, mostly all these, your vegetable and fruit, they are phenolic. They are rich in phenolide, different type of phenolide means they contain phenolic nucleus, and those phenolic nucleus, they are rich in electron, and they will scavenge all those billions of free radicals. So you will be drastically, your, that is called oxidative stress will be reduced. So the chances of formation of blockage, chances of formation of bursting of your capillary, because nowadays why this there is reduction of male heart disease and heart attack. The reason is that first condition, remember it, some 70 years ago, most of them, they were not scientifically aware and they were not understanding the scientific secrets. So they were not following in their lifestyle, and at that time lot of very very bad food, saturated fat, lifestyle very rough and tough, and also the food what they were getting, sometimes 90% only carbohydrate and malnourished, lot of nutrients, lot of vitamin, lot of minerals were lacking, and because of that their arteries and blood vessels were not fragile. I mean, were not elastic, they were fragile and they were stiff. But nowadays, because of taking such type of food like rich in omega-3, omega-6 fatty acid, then following statin medication, and also going for fruit and vegetable 80%, 20% you can add cooked food, whatever you like. But 80% must be fruit and vegetable to overcome your oxidative stress, so that your heart disease, the chance, probability will be drastically reduced, the risk will be drastically reduced. I am giving it a very very simple language so that everybody should understand this, and they should understand the chemistry of statin. So what I have already discussed, the same I have given in just abstract or summary form, just to read and remember. And number one, top cause of death today is due to heart disease, commonly we call it heart attack. And however, today more women are dying due to heart attack, but globally there has been slight reduction in male heart disease, that is heart attack, and this is due to scientific secrets they are following, and that's why I am here to discuss this. I am not cardiologist, I am medicinal chemist. So the whole body's chemical reaction, so I am discussing that aspect, that is called scientific secret of your health. This is due to scientific secrets, lifestyle mainly, and lifestyle includes your 90%, 80% overall body. To control the risk of heart disease, that is heart attack, you should get cardiovascular preventive screening. That is important. That screening means that checkup will tell whether is there any chance of blockage or some other heart problem. That screening will tell. So according to that, you can follow. Number two, more than 80% heart disease deaths are due to poor scientific lifestyle. More than 80%, especially in the case of senior citizens like 70-80-year-old, there is more than that, and that is due to diet, physical activities, and secret scientific management. Actually, this scientific management, scientific secret is very important, and it needs that your attitude should be positive and you should be disciplined. Unless you are disciplined, you cannot follow any type of lifestyle, we can say habits. You have to develop good habits. You have to reject something which is bad, harmful, toxic to you in that very old age. So that is there, and then could prevent many death. It is very hard for old people to modify their lifestyle, but they have to change their attitude for their own survival. Then number 3, the high fat diet, and that high fat diet, that is mostly trans fat, saturated fatty acid. Mostly nowadays trans fat means they are hydrogenated. Lot of unsaturated like omega-3, omega-6 unsaturated fatty acid, I have given lot of explanation, is converted by hydrogenation into trans fat, and that is called margarine. So all the margarines, avoid it. Don't go for that. Go for unsaturated fatty acid like olive oil, like corn oil, and all these are rich in omega-3. So the high fat diet, trans fat, is found to decrease the expression of genes which produce free radical scavenging enzymes. That is this behind this secret chemistry, that this trans fat, heavy fat, lot of fat, they are responsible of altering or disturbing the genes of those enzymes which are responsible of neutralizing or clearing the biological rust, that is called free radicals. They are scavenging them, and these saturated fats, they are going to disturb their gene, and that's why they are not effective. So that's why we are taking statin. Statin is actually nothing, is a coenzyme. So that once our enzymes are weak, we are taking statin, so it is going to act as a coenzyme just to destroy or damage all those bad cholesterol. So that is to decrease the expression of genes which produce free radical scavenging enzyme, resulting in oxidative stress. So once you are taking lot of saturated fat, and they will what they will do, they will change the expression of genes which produce the such type of enzyme which is clearing the free radical. That is the rare thing.